time, and let me call on the podium the Chamber's President, Ms. Rania Patsiopoulou. Rania?
Welcome, Kalispera. Welcome to our forum today. Thank you everyone for coming. This is an important day for us, as it's an important forum that we run the last 9 years. And it's in collaboration with the Hellenic-Swedish Chamber of Commerce and the Embassy of Sweden in Greece. The forum is focused on a theme that resonates deeply with the current global landscape, transition. And today we gather here to explore 3 pivotal pillars that will shape our future, and that is geopolitics, the evolution of skills, and workforce changes, and then the regulatory challenges around AI. Each of these areas are critical to understanding how we navigate complexities of our businesses and the environments we work in. And we are in a world facing numerous elections, as in the US elections today, ongoing conflicts, especially in our geographical area, and then the multifaceted political and economic social challenges. First, I would like to extend my gratitude to all chamber members and non-members who have joined here today. My gratitude to the Embassy of Sweden and having the opportunity to introduce to you here the acting ambassador from the Embassy of Sweden, Ms. Ann Höglund. And we're grateful for the presence and support of the Embassy in our initiatives. I also want to say a special thank you to our keynote speakers, former Minister Keridis and Minister Digital of Governance, Papasteriou, and to all and each one of our esteemed panel speakers that are joining today, and then the expert panel moderators who are sharing their insights. The contributions of everyone and all the experts and moderators is very valuable to make the success of the forum. I first would also like to acknowledge the support of our sponsors that make events very efficient, let's say. So our gold sponsors, ABB, AstraZeneca, IKEA, Sarakakis Group of Companies, and SKF. And our silver sponsors, Alfa Laval, Combitrans, and Electrolux. The generous support of our sponsors make it possible for our forum, and it's very much appreciated. Moreover, I would like to extend a special thanks to Ms. Afendouli and the Institute of International Relations, IDIS, for their dedicated support for our first panel. While I have also to mention that we are particularly honored that we have representatives from the Foreign Ministry joining us today in the audience. So let me please give a little on the Hellenic-Swedish Chamber of Commerce. We are actually very proud and successfully operating 33 years in Greece. It's a significant milestone, which is fostering bilateral trade and cultural exchange between Sweden and Greece. We were established in 1991, and the Chamber has played a vital role in strengthening economic ties and promoting mutual understanding between our 2 dynamic nations. Despite the geographic distance, we are sharing a commitment in innovation and resilience and sustainable growth. And we are the same size of population, which is very impressive to consider. So our chamber is ranked as the 6th largest bilateral chamber in Greece, and we have a total number of members, 97, and of those, 32 Swedish entities that are represented. So through our initiatives as a chamber, we look to create a platform of collaboration, exchange, and sharing insights. So we run various lunches, business lunches, networking events, and workshops to bring in the members and call in experts and economists and ministers. I would like to just highlight a few of the important initiatives that took place during this journey. that we have. And this past year, we managed to support a visit of the Confederation of Swedish Enterprises that came in about 32 persons to visit SEV, ISE, and OMED. That was a 3-day program from them. Then we also hold workshops, one on neuroscience and leadership, and then the other on negotiation skills. We also hold a business lunch with Minister Hatzidakis, and we have our traditional networking cocktails and annual PITA events. As I mentioned before, we have a strong collaboration with the Embassy of Sweden, and we join forces on key bilateral issues and support on initiatives in that area. We had quite a few actions in the past year, one being a joint Christmas celebration where we had the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kostis Fragogiannis, attending and speaking. We had a lunch discussion panel with the visit of Swedish Minister for European Affairs, Jessica Roswall, in conjunction with Minister Theodoros Skylakakis. We had business breakfast with Adonis Georgiadis, that is held at the residency of the embassy. And we had the Swedish National Day, which is in June, taking on a theme of maritime and the activity of the Swedish companies focused in that sector, which was in parallel with the Greek, the International Posidonia exhibition. So now one of the other major activities that we are collaborating is the forum, and here we are today. And this forum is the 9th in its, as said, and it's focused, the forum as a concept has been focused on adding value to our members and audience coming in, to bring in leading experts from Greece, from Sweden, and related topics, to share perspectives and insights and discuss strategies. The topics that are selected at our forums are very forward-thinking, I would say, looking a bit ahead of the future, what's coming, which is, and usually are very relevant to what we encounter as Swedish entities, let's say Swedish corporations, and how we have to apply them in the local economy. So we bring a flavor of issues and how they are rolling out in the Greek environment. This year we we worked out three issues. Well, the first panel being geopolitics, which which I will go into in a moment. Then we will have the future of work and skills and the job market, and then AI and specifically regulation around AI. These are critical trends that we are all facing, and we will have quite fruitful discussions around these panels. So the intention of the forum is that today and after today, that you will all walk away with a deeper awareness of, and get insights, more insights from expert speakers on how to navigate your business and your operations, and have a stronger understanding of how the interconnectedness of geopolitics, job market, and AI relate. This year's forum will dive into, like I said, 3 critical areas, and our panels will take us on, each panel will take us on an interesting journey around the landscape and the risks and possibilities. So our first panel will address geopolitics and transition. And with the global power shifts evolving today, the alliances and the landscape of new and renewed tensions, geopolitical stability has become ever more decisive factor in the way we run our corporations, our businesses, and the economy. Businesses now operate on everything from businesses operate on an environment where policies are influenced by these geographical shifts, affecting everything from our supply chains to our security. So the panel of distinguished experts will discuss how companies can remain resilient amidst these changes, responding to the risks while leveraging emerging opportunities. And as we all see today, it's very relevant to today's specific date with the US elections and the curiosity of how things will evolve from there. The second panel will explore the future of jobs, the technological advances, the demographic shifts, and the evolving workforce that have expectations and how that is reshaping the nature of work. We can see that we have challenges and opportunities, and how should we respond to these changes. We have changing skill demands that will be presented, and how can we adapt and capitalize on a hybrid or remote work culture that is evolving. And then what is the role of education, and how reskilling can play in preparing for the workforce. These areas will be touched on the second panel. Our speakers will address many of the points, and I'm sure we will enjoy this panel as much as the first. The final panel is focusing on AI, and we framed it around the issues of regulatory environment, which is very, very serious, and we will be introduced to how it is transforming industries and redefining the capabilities. For businesses, the demands between a balance between innovation and accountability, and between opportunity and oversight, will be touched upon. So our final panel will shed light on the potential of AI, and how to drive growth, but also address the regulatory frameworks and aim to ensure responsible deployment. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we engage in these discussions today, I encourage you all to think boldly and collaboratively, to also express questions. We will have opportunities for questions. Our speakers will bring valuable perspectives, and it is up to each of us to translate these insights into action and partnerships and strategies. I'm confident that today's discussions will inspire us and equip us to navigate through the complexities of today's world with clarity and purpose. So I thank you all for being here today, and please enjoy the panels. I leave it now to Maria to take over. Thank you.